What's going on, everyone? This is Easy Malforge here, and I am bringing you a special video today where I battle one of my viewers, Starry. I already had the video uploaded originally before this, but I decided to take it down and redo it because the audio wasn't that great. Plus, I didn't really do any commentary during the video, and that's just because I didn't have my mic all set up and everything. But I decided to go ahead and take it down and kind of redo it and add in some post commentary instead. So I hope you all do enjoy, and I hope you enjoy as well, Starry Skies. And also thank you for the battle because this was really fun. And let's go ahead and hop right into it. And so at the beginning here, we do just this is just the main selection. I'm just gonna let this play through. And I was thinking about leading Swampert. However, I chose to go with Hippowdon, and both Hippowdon and my Swampert both have Stealth Rocks. But I thought that Hippowdon would probably be the better choice at the beginning. And at first I was thinking, well, for one, Hippowdon is bulky, and so he can probably live a hit at least once. But I was also thinking, wait a minute, okay, my audio is working. Oops. Oh, I was reading the wrong audio there for a minute. But yeah, so I knew that I could probably live a hit with Hippowdon, and so that's basically why I led with it. But also because I had Roar, so after I got Stealth Rocks up, if I wanted to, I could roar things out and force them to switch into Stealth Rocks, take extra damage. But that's actually not the strategy I ended up going with here, as you're about to see. And Starry Skies switches out using Flip Turn there, and that was actually just a little bit concerning. It was already pretty concerning with him having Swampert out at the beginning because, well, obviously Hippowdon does not take that very well at all. And then out came the Scizor, and I was really worried about Scizor, honestly, because I had nothing to really deal with it. I could hit it kind of hard, but I knew nothing was taking it down in one shot or even two shots pretty much. So I go out into Aggron here, and I was hoping that at first I was thinking I could Heavy Slam, but if I did that though, I know Steel resists itself, so Heavy Slam probably wasn't doing much. And so I just went for the Earthquake because I wanted to get as much damage off as I could. And as you can see, that did absolutely nothing pretty much. So U turns out. I believe this is where he goes into Gastrodon. I am almost certain this is the Gastrodon play. Yep, there it is. Gastrodon is kind of a pain, with it being so bulky and still being able to hit decently. So I got onto Exeggutor here to try and get a Mega Drain or a Giga Drain off. Of course, I was yawned, and so I decided to go for Light Screen instead, to at least get a special defense increase. And of course the Scizor comes back in. and I'm sleeping first of all, but Executor is just not a very good matchup to this thing at all. Especially not if I get hit with a bug move, because I would definitely be going down. I considered it. I considered staying in just in case there wasn't a bug move present, but I mean, I just don't see anyone not having a bug move on a Scizor. So I go on a Swampert, and there's the Roost. A part of me probably should have seen the Roost coming, really. But staying in anyway, no matter what, staying in was a bad idea. Because yeah, there's the U-turn. Which actually I saw the U-turn earlier, and I didn't even register it really. Like, in my mind, I thought that I hadn't seen a bug move on it at all, and so I was still thinking, like, he could have a bug move, he might not. And Latias. By the way, that is awesome. That is a shiny Latias. Latias' shiny is actually really good. And so is Latios, really. I go for the Earthquake thinking he had some other ability. I don't know what was wrong with me there. I completely forgot that the Latias had Levitate. The only thing in my mind at that point was it's not flying type. So yeah, I made a huge mistake there. Get some nice chip damage though, going for the flip turn. And I was checking to make sure that I didn't have Stealth Rocks on my side. Because I couldn't remember if Stealth Rocks had been put on my side or not. There's a chance that in me redoing this video, you can probably actually hear my fan in the background. If so, I apologize for that. This is my first time actually getting to use multi-scale Dragonite. Or any Dragonite, really. I have never used Dragonite in a competitive match. And so I was really excited to actually use it. And it actually almost ends up being really good in this battle. Because the Dragon Dance setup is just amazing. Paired with multi-scale so that it takes even less damage from super effective hits. I love it. So you see me going for another Dragon Dance there. I am trying, pretty much trying to sweep. It's, you can probably guess it's not going to work though, because I forgot Gastrodon had Yawn. A part of me actually, I didn't think that he would actually go for Yawn, but, well, there's counter. So, on that first attack, he probably expected me to just go on the offense immediately. And on the second one, I actually do. And there's the Yawn. Which he didn't mean to do the Yawn. He even apologized for it because of the sleep clause with the Smogon rules. So we can't actually have 2 Mons asleep at once. And so now he sends out Clefable, and this is basically Everything that he's doing right now is basically to stall out the turns of sleep because I left my Dragon Knight in. Which really, since I got you on, I should have just switched out, but I didn't want to lose the boost. I ended up losing the boost anyway, though, because, I mean, I'm asleep, and I don't know if he plans on attacking. So I switched out into Aggron, and right here, oh man, like this was a good play right here. Because I go for heavy slam, and yep, there it goes. And out comes Gastrodon. Which quad resists, I believe. Quad resist steel? Maybe not actually. Ground? I mean, it definitely has the resistance to steel because it's a water type, but yes. And now he's just healing up. And this is basically to stall out my turns of sleep to kind of help me out there because the sleep was a mistake. And then out comes Salamence. And you can see me right now going for now I'm gonna try to take out the Salamence. I was thinking about the Dragon Dance and I was like, no, I need to just go for the attack. Hurricane misses. Alright, what's gonna happen now? Switches out. And now that I am awake and go for the outrage, of course I miss because I'm up against a fairy type. So now I'm just trying to set up again. So actually, ground takes neutral damage from, right? No, it does take resistant damage. Only half. Okay. So yeah. It does not appear that ground does resist steel. Which for some reason in my mind I thought it did. You can tell that there are a few types that I really don't do anything with typically. And now it's just Dragon Knight versus Clefable. I go for the Roost to get some HP. And then he Moonblasts again, and at this point, I see that it's pointless to even really regain any HP. And so I just go on the offensive. Get as much chip damage as possible. If I had one more Dragon Dance up, that probably could have I probably could have taken out the Clefable, but that wasn't the case. I switch into Galvantula, which I believe is for the first time in this match. I thought about going for Volt Switch, but I wanted to use the right coverage move in case Gastrodon came in. I didn't want to just get completely walled if Gastrodon did come in because I chose to use an electric move. And there's the Latios. And now I am regretting actually going for Giga Drain because if I'd gone for the bug move, I wouldn't have been locked into grass, and I actually could have done some damage potentially. But that didn't end up being the case. Latios is still asleep, so I think at this point I think that I can go for a flip turn, but I'm not actually faster, so. Yeah. Latios takes out my Swampert, which is fine really because Swampert only had 4 HP, so it was basically a sack off at that point. But now I can bring in Galvantula and try to go for the KO on the Latios. Mystical Fire comes off and almost kills me, while also lowering my special attack, which that part was really unfortunate. I may not have actually killed right there if my special attack didn't get dropped. It may have still just barely lived. I believe this is where I go Exeggutor. Yeah, there we go. And right here, I was going to let Exeggutor go down. That was my plan. Because, I mean, I really didn't need it. But if it had to go down, and because I had Harvest, so it had it sort of had the ability to keep going. So I decided to go for the Calm Mind to try to get my special attack back, or balance it out at least, in case I woke up and got to attack. And special attack falls again. And here's the part that really kind of screws it up for me. I'm still asleep, and I don't even get my berry back, so that plan pretty much goes down the drain. And down goes my Exeggutor to the Latios. I almost decided to bring Galvantula back in, but because I remembered I was slower, I just didn't think that it was even worth it, so I go for Stealth Rocks again to try to get some extra chip damage on things. Big energy ball coming off. It comes actually pretty close to killing me. I get some leftovers recovery. It's not really going to help me though. I try to go for a roar here. I thought about also going for slack off, but I'm slower either way, so. doesn't really end up mattering. And now I just go Aggron, because Aggron can take pretty much any hit from Latios. And so I just go for the heavy slam. Mystical Fire does some decent damage. It lowers our special attack, but special attack does not matter. Heavy Slam picks off the Latios. And the next one coming in, I believe... Okay, yeah, it's Swampert. I can't beat Swampert really with my Aggron. I mean, if I was left alive, I probably could. But of course, he goes for the counter there, and that's enough to pick me off. And now I switch out and go Galvantula. Galvantula is able to take out the Swampert, but as you can see, the time is running out for the battle. And so I get 2 KOs, but it's not nearly enough to really take the win. So Starry Skies ends up winning the match. Congratulations on that, Starry Skies, by the way. And thank you again for the match, because that was a lot of fun. I look forward to doing it again in the future. So, till next time, guys. Later.